What's up? It's your boy Carcino back again. Yes, that's right. Welcome to Carcino for Life. For the first time listeners, don't forget to subscribe to the page so you can get caught up on all the information you have been missing out on. Checking the timelines. And if you want to donate to the page, check the link in the description box with the big words that say donate. And then you'll see a link there. You can click that and donate to the page. We appreciate it very much for all the support that we get. And with that being said, we move right on into conversation. Monique. Since Monique has made herself known with this whole Netflix debacle, people looked at her as an angry, crazy black woman. And we sat there and we watched her and heard her make her statements, and people lashed out at her. Monique, how could she say that? She's trouble. She's nothing but problems. She causes drama everywhere she goes. She talked about Oprah. She talked about Tyler Perry. And she talked about Lee Daniels. She's out of control, and now she's blackballed. See, that's what you get. That's what everybody was screaming. See, that's what you get. Without looking at the situation and listening to what she was actually saying. And what hurt her the most is that everybody would tell her, well, look, you're not wrong. So the people that she was talking about, like Tyler Perry, would tell her that she's not wrong, but then treat her in the public like she's wrong. It's like how you just told me I wasn't wrong. Now how you gonna tell me I wasn't wrong, but then behind closed doors, like you wasn't wrong. It's screwed up out here, but I don't want to mess up my bag. Then that means you're doing something wrong. You're not doing something right, and you're definitely not doing something right by the people if you're allowing something like that to transpire. Now, moving right along, what does that mean? Do I think everything like she's a victim? No. Monique has brought a lot of things towards her way. She has caused a lot of drama, attitude problems, very defensive, and jumped to conclusions a lot of times. And some of the times things weren't warranted. And people circled the wagon and blamed her for a lot of things. Now, the whole Netflix ordeal. Once again, you got to look at the situation when it presented itself. And I said, Monique, the only thing that she said that I disagreed with how she handled the situation was with Amy Schumer. She should have never brought Amy Schumer's name into the whole situation because Amy Schumer did not bring up the other brother's name who had gotten paid on Netflix. She didn't throw them under the bus when she got her deal. She went in and did her thing behind closed doors. So don't throw her under the bus to make your point to say, well, look at Amy Schumer. She got this much money and I'm doing this and she didn't do this and she didn't do that. Amy Schumer had a movie that did a lot of money. Okay, she was the star in the movie. You weren't starring in those movies for them to give you the price that they gave you. They did that off ticket evaluation and everything else. Was you underpaid? Absolutely. But don't use someone else to justify your statement. Your statement can be justified without you having to throw people under the bus because it's what it is. That's like somebody, I hate when people do that. They try to win an argument and then they throw another person's name in there to co-sign the argument. I don't need nobody to co-sign me. If I tell you LeBron James suck, I ain't got to say, now listen to Steve over there, he even said LeBron James stuck with me. We both gonna be against you. No. My voice means more than 6 billion. That's how I feel. My voice and what I say out of my mouth is way more valuable than anybody else's. That's how I feel. So I don't need any human being to agree with what I'm saying. I'm telling it to you. You can either believe it or not. So you need no one else to co-sign your statement ever. It's good that they see the truth with you, but some of them they won't get to the boat. They're going to drown. It's just the reality of it. They be, no, I'm gonna stay in these deep waters, man. LeBron he gonna sail by and they gonna pick me up with that Laker boat. Hey, Brian. Well, what's up? Pick me up. I'm with you. Oh, okay. Next go round. I don't know who that is. Oh, that's that new. Ooh, that money bag. Yo, oh, money bag. Yo. You gonna drive. Now, back to the situation. People think when the Steve Harvey thing, when she went on Steve Harvey and Steve made himself look like a complete moron on his own show, Steve thought that he was gonna be like appeasing his masters by coming out there badgering her and telling her she did something wrong. And what he did was make himself look like the biggest fool and sellout in the world. And people saw Steve Harvey for what he really is, a suck up. So now, it ain't about the black, it ain't about the white, it's about that green. It's the money game. Okay. I ain't black, I'm OJ. Okay. So that was it. So when that was done and brought to that conclusion, all of a sudden, Steve Harvey and his show and everything that went down with that situation, and he started to lose what had happened and all his relationships with him being on television now. He's being pushed to the background. And all this bad news is happening for Steve. Everybody tag Monique. Because people start to gravitate to her in time. Like, wait a minute. I don't think she was crazy. Now people are coming to listen to her when she looked like an angry, bad black woman. Now they want to hear what she got to say. And she took the high road. And she said, no, we not going to do that to this brother. I won't tear him down. It's not a good thing that we cheer that a black man is getting tore down. But she's right. That he's losing everything. You know, he was lost. But, you know, he can come back home. A brother that's lost can always come back home when he finds himself. Don't close the door on him. That's basically what she's saying. And everybody loved that fact about Monique. And people was, oh, see, she's not that bad. So now opportunities are starting to be offered. People are looking and, you know, they want to do a deal with her, but it's only one factor. They don't like her husband. And that is the main question that a lot of people have there about her husband, Sidney. I don't like Sidney. He gives me a very weird vibe. He has this money hungry vibe about him. A money hungry, you know, just a conniving, you know. And I'm like, he gives off that vibe. When you see him, you see that. You don't see no support of our love, our white type of husband. You see a slime ball conniving, sneaky dude that's in there trying to money hungry. Any little thing for a dime. If he could squeeze another dime somewhere, he will be the one to try to do it. He'll blow up a whole deal because he couldn't get an extra $35. He looks like that guy. Now, I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But what's amazing to me is that I think that, and there's other people reporting that that is exactly how he is because they have met him. They've done business with this man. And this is why Hollywood, they were like, it's not even Monique. It's him. He's the manager. We got to deal with that idiot. That is the reason why we don't want to do these business deals. And it's him. Every time we agree to something, he comes up with another stipulation. Oh, this room is not the same 16 diameters. We need a bigger room. We need more soap with doves on it. This guy is impossible to work with. And I was like, man, I'm glad y'all telling me this because I look at him and I see that in him. He gives off that aroma of a slime ball. Now, I could be wrong. Now, I'm not going to say, hey, I met this guy, we had a great time, and I saw it in his eye. No, have not. Not met Sydney. I've seen him the way you've seen him. I heard him the way you heard him. And I have made my assessment based off that. And it's weird that other people, without knowing how I felt about him, has come out and made statements about him. And I'm like, my God, it's the same thing how I felt just looking at him. And they've done business with him. And he's the guy they don't like. It all makes sense. He gives off that vibe. But maybe, you know what? He's right. He's a good guy. He's protecting his wife and looking out for his wife. And they don't care about his wife. Nobody cares about his wife the way he does. And all of us are wrong, and he's right. That's a possibility. The odds of that is about in the 2% range, but hey, it is what it is. Now, I'm going to get out of here. I don't want to make this a super long video. I've taken up enough of your time. But I want to know your opinions. Y'all tell me in the comment section how you think. And if you want to donate to the page and do so, you can click the link in the description box and we can go from there. Your boy Carcino, I'm out.